Any human being will be nervous for the first time they do a love scene, and I mean, all kinds of jokes are possible, but in the end,
well, that's
the great thing is, no, that's not a joke.
No. As long as it gets a laugh, it's a joke.
Oh, I see. Okay, I must remember that.
Yeah. You'll spot it when it happens.
That's what the crew were saying. It's.
Stephen John Fry was born August 24, 1957, in Hampstead, London. He grew up in a middle-class family in Norfolk and attended a number of boarding schools. However, his adolescence was marked by difficulty and rebellion. Fry struggled with authority and found himself expelled from multiple schools. By age 17, he was convicted of credit card fraud and spent 3 years in prison on remand. After this tumultuous period, Fry redirected his energy into education and self-improvement. He attended City College, Norwich, before securing a scholarship to Queen's College, Cambridge. At Cambridge, Fry's life began to transform. He joined the prestigious Cambridge Footlights drama club and met several other rising stars, including Hugh Laurie, Emma Thompson, and Tony Slattery. The friendships and creative collaborations formed at university would be pivotal to his future success. A Fry up to remember. His career was rooted in television comedy. With Hugh Laurie, he co-wrote and starred in A Bit of Fry and Laurie, which ran from 1989 to 95 and became a defining sketch show of the era. Their clever wordplay, absurdist humor, and cultural satire won a devoted audience and critical praise. The duo also starred in Jeeves and Wooster, based on P.G. Wodehouse's novels, in which Fry played the supremely intelligent butler Jeeves opposite Laurie's affable Bernie Wooster. Fry also appeared in Blackadder, one of the most acclaimed British comedies of all time, sharing the screen with Rowan Atkinson. In these roles, Fry proved himself to be not just a skilled comedian, but also a master of timing, language, and subtle expression. His public image as a charming intellectual began to take shape. Fry transitioned effortlessly into more serious acting roles. His portrayal of Oscar Wilde in Wilde, 1997, was a career-defining moment. The film earned him a Golden Globe nomination and widespread acclaim for his moving, nuanced performance. Fry later appeared in films such as Gosford Park, V for Vendetta, Bright Young Things, in which he also directed, and Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. Stephen Fry has always been candid about his mental health. Diagnosed with bipolar disorder, he has worked to remove the stigma around mental illness. His Emmy Award-winning documentary, The Secret Life of the Manic Depressive, explored his own struggles, as well as those of others, and opened up national conversations around mood disorders and depression. Fry also became a powerful advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. As an openly gay man in public life, he has used his platform to promote acceptance, equality, and legal reform. His work as president of the mental health charity Mind and patronage of numerous LGBTQ+ organizations has had a lasting impact. His intelligence and eloquence have made him a trusted commentator on issues ranging from religion and education to free speech and civil liberties. Fry's debates, interviews, and speeches, many of which have gone viral online, have solidified his role as a cultural figure whose words carry both weight and warmth. Fry's voice is unmistakable. Warm, intelligent, and comforting. He's the voice behind the UK editions of the Harry Potter audiobooks, beloved by millions. He also narrated classic works like Winnie the Pooh and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and lent his voice to animated films, documentaries, and video games. As a documentarian, Fry has fronted numerous series, including Stephen Fry in America, in which he traveled to all 50 U.S. states. In Out There, he explored the lives of LGBTQ+ individuals across the world. Whether examining social injustice or simply exploring curious facts, Fry's delivery is always thoughtful, insightful, and engaging. He's also known for his encyclopedic knowledge of literature, history, science, and language, which he has shared through numerous lectures, panel appearances, and interviews. His influence stretches across generations, with many seeing him as a modern-day Renaissance man. Despite many successes, Fry has faced his share of personal and professional challenges. His mental health has occasionally interfered with his work, most notably in 1995, when he abruptly walked out of a West End production of Cellmates, prompting a media frenzy and a temporary disappearance from public life. He later described the episode as a suicide attempt during a depressive low. He also has weathered media controversies, public criticism for his outspoken views, and the emotional toll of relentless public scrutiny. Yet through all of this, he's remained open, vulnerable, and unafraid to discuss his failings, which has only deepened the public's admiration and trust. In 2003, Stephen Fry became the host of QI, short for Quite Interesting, a panel show on the BBC that blended comedy, general knowledge, and intellectual oddities. With Fry as the central figure, QI became more than just a game show. It was a celebration of curiosity, silliness, and scholarship. Fry's wit, charm, and extensive general knowledge made him the perfect host. His exchanges with permanent panelist Alan Davies and a rotating roster of comedians were filled with playful banter and fascinating digressions. Under his stewardship, the show grew in popularity and moved from BBC 4 to prime slots on BBC 2 and BBC 1. For 13 years, Fry guided QI through seasons A to M, bringing joy to audiences and elevating trivia to an art form. He corrected misinformation, celebrated the obscure, and made intelligence entertaining. In 2015, he announced he would be stepping down as host of QI at the end of its 13th season. The news came as a surprise to many, as he had become so synonymous with the program. In his statement, Fry expressed that while the show had been a delight and an honor, he felt it was time to hand over the reins before the role became stale. He emphasized the importance of leaving on a high note and encouraged fresh energy to keep the format vibrant. Behind the scenes, Fry was grappling with an intense filming schedule. Episodes were recorded in blocks, often with 3 episodes filmed in a single day. Writing, acting, and speaking engagements. Eventually, he concluded that continuing with QI under such pressure wasn't sustainable. He chose to leave the show on his own terms, ensuring that his legacy remained intact. Fans were shocked and saddened by Fry's departure, but many respected his honesty and admired his decision to step away gracefully. He was succeeded by Sandy Toksvig, a respected comedian, broadcaster, and writer in her own right. While Toksvig brought her own style and energy to the show, Fry's era on QI remains a golden period for fans who associate the show with his signature wit and intelligence. What's next?
The one thing that strikes me most about you as we sit across from each other is I think you're incredibly, and given your family background, this might sound strange, but you're incredibly British in the most amazing way. And I think you'd be recognized around the world as actually being incredibly British.
Stephen Fry's life and career defy easy classification. He's a writer, actor, comedian, host, narrator, campaigner, and thinker. But more than that, he's a rare example of someone who has used fame not just to entertain, but also to educate, advocate, and to heal. Whether it's through a moving portrayal of Oscar Wilde, a comedic sketch with Hugh Laurie, a revealing memoir, or a witty episode of QI, Fry has consistently brought honesty, intelligence, and humanity to everything he does. His decision to leave QI was a graceful acknowledgement of personal limits and creative evolution. It underscored a career not built on ego or permanence, but on growth, self-awareness, and integrity. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Sandy Toksvig has been a great replacement for Stephen Fry on QI? Let us know in the comments section below.